going? And we're casting a pub. I think this is our 8th episode so far, so things are going well. And with me, as always, is Xebenkeck.
Hello, hello.
And let's quickly run through the lineup. Why not? So I'm going to start on the dire side, and going top lane is, or even in the jungle maybe, will be Franga on the Ursa. I don't know, these lanes are really weird. So TA heading towards mid is Swell Guy. We have a Pugner, who I don't know where he's going. And there's a Wimmy Wham Wham Wazzle on the Pudge. We've currently got a pause because I assume we're waiting for the last of the Dire team. So I'll let you go over the Radiant side, Chris.
Yep, and we have Spooderman on Juggernaut going for safe lane. We have ADZ or Ads on the Lion. We have My Name is Kevin, looks like he's going the off lane Centaur Warrunner. Vico on the Omni Knight, and Aiken on the Lina. It looks like we can have a potentially a mid Lion, and I guess a tri lane down bot.
I like this. This seems interesting. Have you seen the My Name is Kevin Warrunner set? I don't think I've seen it before. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks pretty.
I like it.
Right.
He's gone for the fast boots, which is kind of handy when you're on the off lane, I guess, if you don't have much of an escape.
Yeah.
And yeah, I like the Lion mid. I don't see this very often, if at all.
Yeah, I mean, getting the fast Finger of Death, it's an extremely powerful nuke, so that he can pretty much gank any lane successfully. I mean, his build isn't the usual sort of mid Tango and 3 Ironwood branches, but depending on who it is up against, he might need it.
To be honest though, if you get at least a couple of points of mana drain, you don't really need the bottle so much.
No, I guess
and
so.
if you got the regen with the Tango and the Salve, you're doing okay.
Yep.
So we're waiting for the Pudge, or well, we're not waiting for anyone. So it's currently 4v5, so a nice and fair matchup. And we're going to have another pause. I'm sure this will be worth it. I'm sure. I want to also point out this is from Reddit again, from the Cast It subreddit. So thank you, whoever this was that posted it. I can't remember your name, but thank you.
I think it was the Lena who posted
Yeah,
it.
it was. So I'll be watching for your apparent dukes, or kiting as it was. Okay, and the last pickup is a Doom. Interesting, but okay. And the Centaur runner is being very ballsy here, going in. He's going to find an Ursa, just right-click him down a bit, but there's a Pudge as well he needs to watch out for, with a possible hook. Does a fair bit of damage, but Centaur runner has quite a lot of health, and he's just going to be a pain in the arse at the moment, because he can just right-click them out. He has the first level and stomp as well.
And especially with those boots, means that you can chase them down. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah. Well, he's just going to annoy them. That's like, what, a Tango each damage?
yeah, roughly.
Which,
But it looks like they're doing dual lanes instead of a tri lane down bot. The Omni Knight up top.
fair enough. So this is a Lion against a TA. I mean, you've got to remember Lion is extremely squishy, but TA doesn't really have much of a lockdown. And with a Hex and a Spike, I think the Lion should be okay, but last hit he might be a bit of a pain, at least later on, when the TA gets more damage.
Pugner took a lot of damage down bot from the Alina managed to get a light strike around him and just right clicked him down.
For offlane, Pugner is interesting, getting stunned up, and it's only a level 1 stun, and Pugner's dealing a lot of damage to this Lina. And, one more right click and that might have actually been enough. But do want to stick around with this Juggernaut with a spin. And deciding at level 2 to go for a healing ward is slightly unconventional, but I guess with all the nukes possibly coming out from Pugner, it might be worth it.
I mean, he doesn't have any mana regen, so I'm not entirely sure if it's needed just yet.
Yeah, Pugner's kind of screwed, and Pugner offlane is a bit strange. I mean, he can keep the lane pushed out, and he has to decrepify, at least if he's getting chased down by Juggernaut a bit. So, unconventional, but okay. Why not? And we can see this Centaur is doing rather well for himself, with 8 last hits.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of surprising, but I guess the Pudge has been pulling and so hasn't been trying to harass him out.
So we have an Ursa in lane with a Pudge. I assume the Pudge is supporting, he's picked up some wards, and the Doom in the jungle. And Pugner here being Light Striker Raid and Dragon Slave, but he's going to stay alive. for the time being.
Yeah, these are certainly some interesting lanes.
Yeah, we can already see the Lion is struggling a bit for last hits. He's 4 against the 8 of the Templar Assassin.
Yeah, the refraction kind of proving its worth.
Oh. And this Ursa, I think it's going to be first blood. Just one more right click. Pudge hook actually saving the Ursa there. Frango, you were very lucky because one more right click and you would have been dead. And I got to remember, I do forget about this, but the Omni Knight Centaur is a pretty good combo. But this Centaur runner taking a lot of rot damage. The heal from the Omni Knight keeping him alive a little longer. But now the Doom's here. Probably doesn't even need to scorch earth up. Just a couple of right clicks. First blood goes to Wimmy Wham Wham Wazzle. Good job.
Yeah.
And this Omni Knight actually is going to be the second blood going away of the Doom, which will boost his farm up quite a lot.
Yeah, unfortunately for the Centaur, the purification was only at level 1 when he used it, and so he only got 90 health back.
Oh wow. I don't know if you saw what was going on bottom.
Oh.
The Pugner manages to get a kill on the Omni Knight, but it took him a little longer than it should. Like the Omni Knight, not the Omni Knight, the Juggernaut was down very low. Nether blasted up, like down to at least like 50 hit points or something. But the Radiant Creep Wave was there, and he shut down his healing ward. So as you can see, the Pugner was on full health, now down to 200, and he's got to be very careful from this Lina. But going to run down and actually find a regeneration rune, which is exactly what it needs to stay in this lane.
Yeah, the Pugner's already picked up boots, and so...
Saying that, the TA has decided, I think she's going to get it. She's very low and has got a bottle. This Pugner standing here. They both get stunned, and it's really well done by the Lina. To scare them off a bit, but it's not going to kill them.
Well, it cancelled the regeneration rune on the Templar Assassin.
Did it? Well, that is extremely worth it. Now this Lion's had some free CS. Lion here. He's level 6 now as well, so he's got the finger. He needs to get through the refraction charges first. And considering the TA's got 3 levels in, that's going to be quite tricky. So he has to make sure they're gone.
Refraction is currently down at the moment. But
yeah.
Have to be very careful.
This Lion opting to go for the Earth Spike and Mana Drain build and hasn't got any points in Hex yet. I quite like this because you can. It just means you can spam out your Earth Spike, meaning you get last hits. You can annoy the enemy, and then you can just drain either creeps or Templar assassins.
All there is.
Health, it seems.
It was well played by him.
That was really good.
Keeping her down low on the mana shift, she couldn't refract out of it. 600 damage nuke, pretty damn good.
Yeah. This Juggernaut is doing very well with 26 last hits and 18 denies. So I expect him to get some nice early, well, I don't know, phase boots probably.
Meanwhile, on the top lane, the Pudge and Ursa combo isn't really matching up against the Centaur and the Omni Knight combo.
No, like, I guess the repel stops any of the rot damage. I think ideally you'd get a hook into sort of like a aftershock and then fury swipes or stuff like that.
Dire's bottom tower
But
is under
yeah.
siege.
Picked up an Invis rune, slowing down the Ursa due to his degen aura. And the Lion is probably going to go down here to this Templar Assassin, popping us out, but not enough.
Ha, ha.
So that's I think they're 1 for 1 now. It's trading off nicely. The Doom is picked up. Oh, and there's stuff going up top. And the rock coming out, but Ursa taking a lot of damage. Actually managed to kill off the Omni Knight there. They don't actually get a trade, so nicely done by the Dar there. And the Ring of Basilius now up, so that'll be an early Vlad, hopefully to try to take down an early Roshan. This Juggernaut looks very low. Trying to run away from this Decrepify Nether Blast combo, but juke around the trees and that's going to be enough to kill him off. Are you there, Chris?
I'm still here.
Okay, that's great. Wasn't sure whether your dodgy internet cut out. And so the Juggernaut has died a couple of times now. Let's have a look. Yeah, the Pugner is actually doing really well, getting 2 kills. Those 2 kills on the Juggernaut.
And yeah, he has to be very careful just due to the fact that the Pugner's got the range and the Nether Blast, and also the Decrepify.
And now the recent buff to Decrep, so it does a lot less damage. But I think the Pugner is probably going to die here actually. The Blade Fury doing a lot of damage. Actually, not going to die yet, but he's got no mana. He's got Decrepify, which will probably slow down the Juggernaut just enough. He needs to use it though. But the Juggernaut actually not going in any further. But that does mean he's going to have to go back to base, so that's more free CS for the Juggernaut.
Yeah, fortunately the Pugner is just naturally fast on the Juggernaut, so you can just outrun him.
Ursa.
Meanwhile in mid, they're going on the...
massive damage being done to the Omni-Knight, and now Omni-Knight is gone, even though he used... what's going on mid?
They're diving the line pretty hard.
Doom being used on the Lion, but I actually think he's going to be okay. He's slowed down a lot by the... I can't remember what they're called, the Sonic Trap. Okay, he's dead. The Sonic Trap slowed him massively.
And it looks like the Centaur might try and cut off the Doom, but he doesn't have any mana, enough mana for the Hoof Stomp.
No. He's got the Haste Rune, but yeah, like you said, he doesn't have enough mana at the moment. It will be up in a few seconds though, but we've got to watch out for this Pudge. And TA, he's got to run away very quickly. Pudge, looking for it, looking for it. Nah,
doesn't have enough mana for the hook.
No, he doesn't. I can see them, the Ursa and the Pudge sort of combo can be quite potent, I think, if he can land a hook. Because you can blow someone up extremely quickly.
Yeah, it does require the Pudge to have that Dismember as well, to just hold the person in place while you have the, the overpower coming out from the Ursa. It was interesting maxing the Earthshock, which isn't kind of the usual skill build to go for, just due to the fact that the overpower is so useful mixed with the Fury Swipes.
Pudge is looking for a hook here, trying to get the Juggernaut, who's currently got a healing ward out. It doesn't have vision at the moment. So going to show himself. I think he should have been a bit more patient there. I didn't notice this Lena hiding in the side shop. And Pudge is actually he's not actually going to find her. Just finished off his urn, I think that was. Oh, no.
Yeah, all he needs to do
they
is
know
throw
he's
it
there.
up
They know he's there.
instead.
Yeah, she's gone. They probably should have killed her a lot quicker than that. The Light Strike Array stunning both of them. Did she not have enough money for a TP or something? She had a TP. She probably should have gone home. That was a little strange. Juggernaut going into 2 here. She's going to have to be really careful. Dismember. Pugner using his ulti, showing lots of health, but Juggernaut can spin out, and Centaur ulti being used. Lion with a DD rune here. This would be the death of the Pudge. Finger of Death being used. I'm sure it needs to be used. Pugner taking so much damage from this DD Lion. Stun up now. Is he going to be able to hit it? Just about clipping the Pugner there. Stomp, and that's his death. They have had to commit a lot of heroes here, but it's definitely worth it getting 2 kills.
Yeah, and the Centaur getting a reasonably good timing on the Blink Dagger, helping to secure that kill there.
Yeah, he's got quite a lot of farm and 10-minute Blink Dagger. Or it might have been earlier than that, I don't know when he picked up. Or was it just now?
I didn't see when he picked it up.
Fairly good though. That's the initiation that they really need as well. And that means a secure Light Strike Array stun as well. So they do have, I feel like they do have a lot of disables up on the Radiant side. Stun, stun, stun. Slows.
But I mean, you do have the Templar Assassin slow. You have the Earthshock slow. You have the Decrep slow.
Yeah. So it's pretty good so far. But I want to say that the... Actually, no, I'd say it was fairly 50-50 at the moment. I mean, 9 more kills, well, 6 more kills for the Dire. But in terms of last hits, they have a lot... Well, actually, the Doom has done quite well getting last hits, and the Ursa. I think they've been left on their own. The ulti coming out from the Centaur as they dive onto the Pugner, who's going to be killed due to Blade Fury.
My finest work.
The Invis Pudge is going to maybe look for something. Found the Centaur War Runner and going to get dismembered, and that's his death. Not even bothering to wait to that winter last out and throws out the hook just to secure it. Juggernaut's now got his phase boots and drums, which is not too bad, not too bad.
It was nicely played by that Centaur then.
The Lion's in trouble though, and massive amounts of damage going onto him from the TA going out from the meld, but he's actually going to survive. I think they overestimated, well, they're feeling too confident about that they'll blow him up quick enough, and he survives, which is a big mistake.
I feel like they could have dived on it. If you have the refraction on the TA, Doom's naturally tanky. They definitely could have stopped, got that kill.
Yeah. I guess
the Omni Knight has no stuns.
Could argue to be safer, better safe than sorry, but Lion is back. He's not getting farm because he doesn't really have much farm at all. He's 2 for 2. I feel like they should maybe do more with this combo. They have the actually, this is something I feel that we've forgotten to mention is the fact that they have a Lion and a Lina.
Yeah, I mean, the ulti combination is going to be very deadly.
So that's 600 magic damage plus another. What is that? Another 600 damage, and the TA there getting blown up. So they can pretty much, between Lion and Lina, kill anyone in one go. Nearly. Definitely the Pugna. And the Ursa has been allowed to free farm. He's got his Vlads now. No towers down yet, so no extra injection of gold for these supports.
Yeah, neither team has particularly good tower pushing capabilities. I mean,
but there's
you
Pugna.
have the well, other than Pugna, but
you're right. I mean, you can clear waves quite quickly with the Lion and Lina. Just about caught the tail end of that Ursa kill, and what was used there? Just the Lion ulti.
It was the Hex, Earthbite, and Hoof Stomp, and then finish it off with Finger of Death.
I think this Pugna's doing the right thing and is just pushing down this tower. But he does have to be careful if there are no creeps around. Juggernaut now has his Omni Slash, well, he's had it for a while now. I haven't seen him used it yet. Stun going out onto the Doom, who has now no mana whatsoever, due to a level 4 mana drain. That's 120 mana per second, which is a lot. I think they're going to try and scissor in here. Warrunner got his blink stun, but no. Dire clever enough to get away. And the Pugna has, with his ultimate pushing power, managed to destroy the first tower of the game. And he's decided to go for Arcane Boots, and so is Doom. I think they need that. This means they can keep the push going with the Pugna.
Doom especially needs it because he's picked up the mech, and with that and the kind of the low mana pool that he has, he definitely needs it.
Some good teamwork there coming out, sharing of bottle charges, and the TA is looking to go in, but there's 5 mid, so maybe a 5v4. And it's kind of just grouping around, feeling each other out. Juggernaut is low, he's going to have to go back now, though.
And the rune did spot out her going up into their jungle, but she did go in vis where they wouldn't actually see her, so they still might be able to do this.
Yeah, I was just looking at top tower, which is quite low. Invis rune on TA, like you said. She's opted to go for the Hand of Midas, so this is going to be late game. Ulti being used there by the Centaur. And Doom has been thrown out onto Lina, but they need to keep vision on her, and she's just going to melt down to the right clicks and Scorched Earth. Is there continued aggression here? Doom right clicking onto the Omni Knight. Centaur nearly throwing out his stun there. Nearly again, and there we go, he throws it out. But Doom is tanking, but this will be the death of him. No, mech throwing out, really nicely done there. Pugna is low. Dismember being used onto the Lion. Omni Knight goes down as well, so that's a 1 for 3 at the moment. Not the best trade. 2 for 3, so that's much better there. The ulti finally coming up from Juggernaut. He's ticking down due to an urn charge, but he's got his healing ward out. He should probably try and destroy that. TP support coming back from the Lina. Hook splitting between the two. Split. Pudge rotting away, but he's going to die. Double edge. Killing him off nice and quickly.
Yeah, they were trying to fight under the nether ward there, which is extremely powerful.
Yeah.
People seem to underestimate it.
Lots going on there. TA is currently melded. Is she looking to spring on anyone? Might try and go on this Juggernaut. Taking a lot of damage. The Centaur is here though, stunning, and Blade Fury taking down the TA very low, and the Lina ult finishing her off. the Ursa's decided to go in for Roche, which is a smart idea. He's got his blink as well, which really help. I'm going to quickly pull up the graphs here. XP just over 5,000 in the way of the Dire, due to those extra kills, I imagine. And gold. Actually, I'm really surprised by this. 10,000 in the way of the Dire. That's a lot of gold. I guess they've got an extra load of towers down actually.
So yeah, they got the 3 towers, and they also just managed to pick up Roshan.
And this Omni Knight is probably going to die. He does throw out his ult though. So, and Centaur Water Runner's ult being used, and Omni Knight is going to get away. I was mistaken again.
Yeah, level 2 repel, the 8-second magic immunity, meaning he could get away.
I believe this game was played in the new with the new patch, so it'll be interesting whether see Omni Knight picks up an Aghanims. I might be wrong now whether it was done in the new patch. 3 days? Maybe. Well, it could be older than that. To be fair, that's when it was posted on Reddit 3 days ago.
Yeah, and the Juggernaut appears to be going for the Aghanims.
Yeah,
which,
it's really good. I like that. He's got his jumps now.
The number of bounces, or jumps. Sorry, the slash. That makes it incredibly powerful.
Doom being a bit ballsy, farming up the jungle. He's got a Alpha Wolf. He devoured one of those up. And he's got quite a lot of gold at the moment, and he's gone from Midas as well, so that's going to be, with Devour and Midas, he's going to have some big items out quite quickly. But looks like the Radiant Stomp, Double Edge, no, Decrepify up Centaur, and the spin coming out from the Juggernaut, and they're going to kill off this Doom quite quickly. TP, this is a dangerous TP, but they're going to keep doing it. Ursa here, it's going to go onto the Blink, Fury Swipe onto the Ursa, but that, well, it's not Aghanims yet, but it's doing a lot of damage. Healing Ward down. It does have Aegis though, so didn't have to blow the Juggernaut ulti just to get rid of the Aegis. So it's only Doom down at the moment, and they're looking to continue to fight. Centaur Runner being used. Is this to escape? This to initiate? They got on. That was this nice Earth Spike onto the Pugman, who's going to get blown up. That's a nice light strike array onto 2, but not doing much damage at the moment. They're quite tanky, but Ursa getting blown up by the Finger of Death. Finger really hurts. Temporal Assassin's refractions are down. Earn onto the Centaur Runner, who got forced up onto this little cliff here. Managed to blink down. He's now down to 6 hit points, and Double Death finishing off, and that's 500 gold in the way to the Doom. Just what he needs, more gold. He did die though. Doom being used onto the Lion, and this is probably him going down. They can chase. Massive damage coming out from the TA.
Yeah, it's very nicely played by the Radiant there, kind of in the beginning of that engagement. They managed to get their stuns timing perfectly, but unfortunately they just stayed too long, and people were just able to kind of turn it around.
So TA going for a Deso, that's a really nice item. Can melt through some of these squishier supports, such as the Lion and the Lena. And giving the negative armor onto the tanky Centaur is also very helpful. They do have a lot of tank on the Dire side. Well, a fair amount. Ursa gets quite tanky. Pudge is obviously naturally tanky, and Doom as well.
Yeah, and Templar can be deceptively tanky due to the refraction charges.
That's true. So, although there's a lot of magic nukes, a lot of magic damage coming out from the Radiant, that could drop off for later on.
Yeah, especially if the Dire build into a pipe.
Yeah. Centaur trying to scout this TA, but she's probably going to get away. She's decided not to go for a blink, or at least not just yet. They've got enough initiation, I think, at the moment anyway, with the Ursa. And also a possible hook. So it's okay, I think. And Juggernaut is still a fair ways from his Aghanims. He's just going to farm up the jungle. Smoke up here from the Radiant. I think they're going to look. They're going to try and maybe push towards the Ancients. Try and catch out this TA, which I think they'll manage to do. Stun quickly, Lion. Hexed up. Going to get the stun out. Refraction charges just about burnt down here. There's still quite a lot of damage, and the Centaur being cooked out and dismembered. They're finally going to kill off this TA spinning. This Centaur is very low, ticking down to these urn charges. and Purification just about managing to save Doom up onto the Lena, but she's thrown out her ulti already, so her job is almost done. Healing ward. This is currently a 2-for-0 trade, but the Ursa's coming along. Stun onto 2, nicely done there by the Lion. And all in all, good trade. Well done, Radiant. Let's bring it up to 16-17 at 22 minutes. Lots of kills. It's nicely. So looking to initiate. The Light Strike Array would have been enough.
Yeah, I don't think you can fight up against these two at the moment, just due to the Purification and the Light Strike Array.
Yeah. Pudge looking for a possible hook here, with the Ursa coming in. Ursa rotting. Not very quick hex onto the Pudge and another stun. And this is their initiation. Come for. I just love seeing this. The range on the Lion ulti is massive. Or at least it feels so much longer than it is.
Yeah, level 2 ulti doing 725 damage. Not something to be reckoned with.
I'd love to see some Agnims on the Lion and on the Lena. Yeah, you might have a lot of tankiness, but there's only so much you can have.
Are they thinking there's a TA around here?
Why? Are they...
Because the Centaur keeps doing his stomp.
She is missing, but she is in the jungle, so... I hope not. I need to push down. I need to get at least a tower. Because they're currently 3 towers down.
Dire's middle tower is under
Ward
siege.
here by the Pugner, but I don't think he's going to be able to. He's going to try and maybe deny off. And he actually managed to deny the tower. That was really well done by the Pugner.
Has been denied.
Now the hook doing extra damage here to the Juggernaut. Dismembering up, so that's no damage being done to the Juggernaut. Mew. Currently trapped in. Was that a Doom onto a creep? I think that was, wasn't it?
I assume so. I didn't see it.
I think it was. And the creep died very quickly. Centaur coming here, being very ballsy, managed to stun onto 2 and a Light Strike Array onto the Doom. More right clicks coming out as the Juggernaut spins. He's got Purification, not Purification, Repel on him. And just going to get out slow by the TA, but I think they're going to have to back off again. And now, for the first time, or at least the first time in a long time, the Radiant are in the lead in terms of kills, and they have a tower. Anti-Craft fight onto the Centaur, but it's not actually going to do anything. Lion draining some mana from this TA. She's doesn't have much, but she's going to bottle up. Hex, Doom. They're going to continue with this. A nice stun. This ward is doing a lot of damage though. That finger. Is that a finger or a Light Strike Array? I didn't see. It must be a finger.
That was a finger, but because of the Nether ward, the Lion almost killed himself.
Yeah. 420 damage or whatever. I don't know what's Pugner got. So now there's 1.5, so it's even more. So the Centaur ulti being used defensively, and Hook gonna get this poor old Lonely Knight gets blown up. But they didn't even get the tower. Just under 400 damage done to it. There's a big creep wave pushing a bot, so they're gonna have to defend this. Juggernaut's
Radiant have been playing incredibly well.
Dire's top tower is
The
being
Centaur
attacked.
jumping in and out at the right times.
This
Radiant's
Invis
middle
Centaur, I
tower
think
is
that
being attacked.
he can get a stomp onto
Dire's
3 at
top
the moment,
tower
stomp
is
onto
under
2
siege.
only at the moment. Maybe he repositions
Radiant
another
has
3.
fortified its
Glyph being
structures.
used, stomps onto 2, lots of damage being done to this Pugner, and the Hook absolutely missing everyone, which is a big surprise.
Dire's top tower is
But the
under
TA did a
siege.
lot of damage, and with the Desolator
Radiant's
finished
bottom
as well,
tower is under siege.
she hits really hard.
Yeah, he was just overextending there too much. The rest of his team was nowhere to help him out.
Radiant's bottom tower is under siege.
Pudge just blinking away. Juggernaut has to be careful though, gets hooked in, it's spinning, so no damage, the right click damage from the Ursa. He should probably turn around and use his Zombie Slash,
Tower is being attacked.
and that's an easy
It's
kill.
probably nothing to worry
So
about.
I think Dire's sticking around for a bit long now. And now they're going to back off. There's quite a lot of initiation here. Lion just needs to get his stun off quickly, being slowed down by the TA trap.
Fear not heresy.
Nice repel onto the Lion to dispel any slows. Centaur War Run being used. They really want to try and get this Pugner, throwing out the ward. They're going to dive this, they've got to. It's got to be worth it. The Lion's taking a lot of damage from the ward and the tower. They're going to manage this. Decrepit Fight is up, trying to drain the life from the Juggernaut who is spinning
It's the
and magic immune.
humiliation.
I was really hoping to see the lion use Finger of Death whilst the other wolf was up.
He learned his lesson first time. Doom being thrown onto the Omni Knight, I think that's a very good choice because he doesn't have ulti at the moment. Stun on 2 by the Lion, or is that 1? Lena's destroyed by the Male doing extra damage. Decrepit Fire onto the Juggernaut. He's probably going to go down as well. He's used up all his drum charges. Ursa raging up to
Dire's
finally
top tower
kill him
is
off.
being attacked.
So that's 2 down, 3 to go. Still chasing, nicely duped by the Omni Knight. But he's going to get right clicked down again by this Ursa, who's starting to deal a lot of damage. He's going for it. He's got his BKB now, which is definitely needed if he wants to survive, as he doesn't have that much hit points, at least compared to the Doom and the Pudge.
Yeah, and the Radiant seem to be getting a bit cocky and overextending too much there. All for a single pug now.
So it's 23-22, a very entertaining game so far. These towers are just melting with the Desolator.
Tower has been destroyed.
So although the Radiant have only got 1 tower, the Dire have 4,
Radiant's
or
top
have taken
tower
4.
is under siege.
And it's a pipe has been picked up by the Doom.
Yeah, I think he's had that for a little while, or at least in the stash. So if I look at net worth, this Doom, obviously with the Devour and the Midas, the top of the leaderboard, but Juggernaut not too far behind him. What has he got? He's got his Yasha and his Aghanims, and I think that's with the Ogre Club. I would imagine a BKB, and there's a fight taking place middle lane. Ulti being used by both the Luna and the Lion, probably unnecessarily to finish off the Ursa, but kill secure. Stun out by the Light Strike Array. Melded TA, she's taking a lot of damage from the spins, and that's also going to be another kill. The Dragon Slave finishing her off. The smoke up here mid. I think they're going to try and intercept the Dire in their own jungle, which is nicely done actually. The extra move speed from the smoke means they're going to catch out this Doom, who's hexed.
Being stopped out by these 2 wards as well.
Omnislash. Oh yeah, these aggressive wards nicely placed actually. That's one thing I haven't noted. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately the Pudge has been missing quite a few of his hooks, and so when he's been trying to help out his teammates, it's been unsuccessful.
Dire's top tower
So
is
XP
under
slowly
attack.
creeping the way of the
It'll
favour of the
probably be
Radiant,
fine.
and
Dire's
they are
top
15,000
tower has
gold
been
behind,
destroyed.
but obviously there's still a lot of tower gold available to them. Pudge
Dire's
looking
middle tower is
for a
being
hook in the
attacked.
tree line. I feel like he should be able to get one maybe.
And he needs to pick off
He's got the Lion, who actually 4 staffs away. I don't know why the Dismember wasn't used. Hexed up on the Pudge. BKB being used for the first time by the Ursa. He's going to try and right click this Lina, who actually tried to TP away, but way too much damage coming from the Ursa. So actually they managed to pick off 3 there. I missed 2 of the other kills.
Yeah, the Pudge managed to blink up and hook the Lion. He's trying to run away.
Omnislash is now back online. I think he
Let's watch and
probably
see
could
what
have turned around and done a
happens.
bit more damage. He's going to use it now though to finish off this Ursa, I would imagine. It's going down. He's going to have to spin away and possibly TP if he has one. No, he doesn't. He's just going to have to run. But he's got a... Oh, he's being slowed down though. Pudge hooking him. Dismember being used to secure the kill on the Juggernaut. So that's a team wipe there. If not over a fairly long period of time. 27 all. 31 minutes in.
Radiant's middle tower is under siege.
Yeah, with the blink dagger on the Pudge and the hook, he has incredible
Radiant's
chasing
middle
power.
tower is under attack. Radiant's
Fortification
top
being
tower
used to
is
save this 90 hit point tower. It's gonna go down.
Radiant's middle tower has
And
fallen.
BKB should be up for the Templar Assassin shortly.
Yeah. It's not really surprising the gold graph is the way it is, what with 2 Midases and a Devour for the Dire.
And yeah, the Doom's almost finished up his Assault Cuirass.
Yeah. Really going to help. So much minus armor coming out. The Mail deck, the extra minus armor you get from the Mail, the Desolator, and the Doom, who's going to have this AC.
Yeah.
They look to take Roche.
Unfortunately, the Radiant doesn't seem to have progressed that much in items. The Lena's just sitting in 4 staff and arcane boots, and same thing for the Lion, but he has a blink dagger on top of that.
They smoked up. They're going to find Doom Hoof Stomp. No double edge yet. Hexed up, double edge, and he's probably the Scorch Earth is going to save him. They need to kill him though. The mech, pipe. Took a lot longer than they probably should have, and Roshan, the Radiant turning onto Roshan. Lina taking a lot of damage. Lion is going to have to throw out his stun probably to secure this kill. Lina throwing out Dismember being used on... I don't actually see who it was. Probably
It was on the Omni Knight.
on the Omni Knight. And once again, there's a lot of team fights going forwards. Well, it's not quite a team wipe as the Ursa is still alive. Maybe going to try and blink in and steal it. Nah. And Radiant secure themselves their first Roshan of the game.
Roshan has been killed by the Radiant.
And naturally, the Juggernaut picks it up. He's now level 18, and he's got an S and Y. Doing well for himself. And there's good mobility now. Lion with the 4-staff Blink Dagger, and another 4-staff on the Lina, like you just pointed out.
Yeah, they have great initiation on the Radiant side, and they just kind of proved it there around the Roshan pit. Just being able to stun people up, just taking them down.
Stun onto the Ursa. It's that double issue on the creep, but the Lion ult
Dire's middle tower
thrown out
is under
just to
siege.
kill off this Ursa. Nicely done. I just want to point out I like these wards at the moment. It's good ward
Dire's middle
placement
tower
by
has
both
been
teams.
destroyed.
Yeah.
Some good aggressive wards, but the Radiant wards are about to time out. Actually, Dire ones aren't too far from going. And they're going to try and push into the base. The Centaur being hooked up, dismembered. The Centaur is going to be kept alive quite nicely by the Purification mech being used. Pugna deciding to buy back. The TA popping her first, I think that's the first BKB. But not actually getting anything from it because they quickly escape via 4 staffs, blinks, and of course a Centaur War Runner.
Yeah, unfortunately she's relatively slow compared to the rest of them. The Radiant, just due to their mobility.
Oh, nice. 3 have stomped into a 2-man double edge, and this is the TA's down really low. Lots of lots of damage going out. The Doom is very low as well. He doesn't have his mech up, so he's going to die. And so's the TA. 2 core heroes down for the Dire, and I think this is going to be at least a tower. Although top is pushing in for the Dire, but I think it's not going to do much damage to the towers. There's no catapult.
And unfortunately they're trying to work up against the backdoor regeneration then.
4 staff, saving the Lina, nicely done there with 2 4 staffs. And that's another BKB, well, not really doing very much. Hex on to the Ursa hook, managing to pick up the Omni Knight with the Dismember. That's probably his death. And the Juggernaut is chasing after the Pugna. He doesn't really want to use his Omni Slash just yet. Just needs one more click. And there we go. Just to secure the kill, he's gonna try and juke his way out. Healing ward down, and they're gonna block him in. But the Centaur blink, he's the double edge doing a lot of damage with the Lion ult, and that's a mega kill, triple kill streak for the Juggernaut. He is carrying hard this game, and he's now top of the net worth by 2,000 gold due to this huge injection of gold. And the level 3 ultis from the Lion and the Lina doing a lot of damage. Blink her stomp onto the Doom. The spinning. He's still quite tanky, and the TA popping her BKB, actually helping her this time. Stopping her being stunned up. Doom straight away onto the Juggernaut, who just come back from the Aegis. But he's actually speedy-ish. Even outrunning the Scorchers, but the Sonic Trap being a bit late there, juking around the trees. He's actually going to get out from this, which I find really surprising.
Yeah, thanks to the SMY and the drums, he's just incredibly fast.
And they're all going to heal up as well, thanks to the healing ward. And Juggernaut doesn't have to worry too much about mana, although there's only 1 set of Arcane Boots. 2 sets of Arcane Boots. So that's okay. 38-29.
Sorry. I've been impressed by this Centaur War Runner. He's been blinking in and getting multiple people caught in his Swift Stomp.
Yeah, he's doing very well.
Saving the day on a number of occasions.
Heaven's How Bad for him as well. That will be nicely on the TA, or the Ursa actually. Some good counters here. And the 4 staffs and blinks are a really good counter against the Ursa, so he hasn't been able to do very much. And he's actually got a Ghost Scepter. Slightly odd choice because it counters what he can do, but then again, I guess a lot of the damage is coming out from the Juggernaut. So if you Ghost Scepter up while he's using his ult, it does no damage.
However, you do have the Laguna Blade, and you have
Yes.
the Thing of Death.
Yeah. So probably not the correct choice. A blade mail would have probably been better.
Yeah. Blade mail would definitely be better in this situation. And
Yes.
a basher on the
Yes.
lion. It's
Does it work? It doesn't say that it doesn't work on ranged heroes.
I'm gonna Google this right now because I need to know.
Okay, you go ahead and let me know. But it's very strange. I want to see if it goes on a creep. Because of course he needs more stuns.
Apparently the stun is physical on both melee and ranged attackers.
Ah. Why don't more people pick it up on like Drow and stuff then? I guess it probably wouldn't work with our frost arrows though, would it? And blink in onto the Doom just with the haste rune. He feels like he can be a bit of a nuisance to Centaur there. And they still haven't actually managed to take down this mid-tier tier 3 tower, which I feel like they probably should have been able to do. And Centaur managed to get a good stun, but a hook onto the Juggernaut, who's going to just use his ulti to kill off the Pudge without too much of an issue. BKB's being used everywhere, meaning that the Lina is basically useless. A lovely 4-staff there by the Lion, I think that was. Oh no, it wasn't, it was Lina.
Dire's middle tower is
And the Centaur actually goes down.
Yeah, he was about to TP away, but fortunately the Doom had level death, which
Dire's
is
top
a
tower
mini
is
stun,
under siege.
Yeah.
and so he was unable to run away. Basher's picked up.
I'm just gonna let this go out, but the edge getting blown up there. The Ghost Scepter saved him for a little time, but not long enough. Juggernaut throwing out the healing ward, another lovely 4-stuff by the Lion. Also damage being done to this Doom. He is tanky, and they've got to try and get through this TA before she right clicks the Juggernaut. The healing ward's doing a lot of stuff here. Pugner throwing out the Decrepify onto the Lion. But it's not really doing much here. So they're getting lots of kills, but they're not actually getting any towers at the moment, the Radiant. Abyssal Blade now for the Juggernaut. He is doing a lot of damage, and with all those BKBs, Abyssal is definitely needed.
The reason Basher isn't picked up is because the chance is only 10%,
It's reduced, yeah. Okay.
so it's not really particularly effective.
I guess we get... I don't actually... Oh yeah, range chance. It's right there.
Staring us right in the face, and a Hyperstone on the line as well.
Why not? Because he needs to right click more, obviously. But I guess with
Yeah,
the
of course he
BKBs he
does.
feels that he maybe should. I think they're diving a bit hard here, but Omni Slash is back up now. So he's going to... No, just a nice blinking out there by the Pudge. Enrage being used, but the Ghost Scepter actually saving his life there. Not the Pudges though. Another Ghost Scepter. But actually that was Decrepify.
Dire's middle tower is under
That was
attack.
really well done actually. Well done by the Pugner, decrepifying the Pudge, keeping him alive. Because he probably he would have definitely gone down to right clicks from the Juggernaut, and that means the Juggernaut is dead, and I think they're going to have to fall back unless they want to face the wrath of a lot of right clickers. So nice quick fingers there by the Centaur War Runner on using his Heaven's Halberd onto the Ursa. There's a ward behind them. Doom being thrown out onto the Lina. Nice choice. She doesn't have her ulti available. She's going to try and duke around, but not very successful here with the right click damage from the Templar Assassin. And they should have backed off a lot sooner. Now that when the Juggernaut was down.
Yeah, the Radiant, whilst they were ahead, or are ahead, they're just kind of overextending and being a bit too cocky,
Yeah.
especially with the Juggernaut down.
So although the highest net worth is up on the Juggernaut, the next 3 are on the Radiant. So the cores are a lot fatter in general on the Dire. Did I say Radiant? I meant Dire.
Yeah, the Midas and Devour on Doom just keeps him kind of constantly up there.
So
He has an
got his
AC.
AC now.
And the Midas on the Templar Assassin.
With the Ultimate Orb on the Centaur, what do you think he's going for?
Radiant's middle tower
I think it might be a
is under
Skadi.
attack. Radiant structures
I'd like to see a
have
Skadi.
been fortified.
It would be interesting.
I don't think a Skadi would be particularly useful on him, just due to
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Doesn't really
he
like
doesn't
it.
attack particularly fast.
Ursa has BKB'd up, being Abyssal Bladed by Juggernaut. He's tanking it up quite well, but he's going to go down eventually. Actually, right clicks on the Juggernaut. Centaur has to be a little careful here. Lots of damage coming from the T8. Being halberded up. A lovely stun there from the Centaur, catching two. And a hook cut up by the Pudge, keeping the TA alive for now. And Omni Slash actually preferencing the
Dire's bottom
Pudge,
tower is
and
being
the
attacked.
TA gets away into base, which was pretty crazy. I think she should have been a lot higher priority. Nice deny there.
Bottom tower is under attack.
So the Lina denying the Lion there, just as he was about to tick out due to the Doom. And they pick off the Doom.
Radiant's middle
4 for
barracks
1.
is being
Well,
attacked.
4 for a half,
Dire's
basically.
bottom tower is being
However,
attacked.
I mean, whilst the Guardian Angel was up, the Ursa decided to
middle
attack the
barracks
barracks.
is under
I managed to
attack.
get the melee one.
Dire's
Yeah,
bottom
and
tower
then
is
and
under
that's the range
Radiant's middle
barracks
barracks
down.
has been
Yeah.
destroyed.
They just haven't defended their base.
My voice is going, so apologies.
Regeneration.
All this talking, not used to this. Socialness.
Dire's bottom tower is being attacked.
Yeah, the initiation of the Radiant side and their mobility, being able to chase down all the members of the
bottom tower is under
Dire.
attack. You're
I
allowed
feel like
to
they need a
start
Desolate
firing
to take
now.
down these towers. Maybe
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Ursa using
Dire's
getting
middle barracks is being
what is it?
attacked.
Abyssal Bladed up and Juggernaut taking a lot of damage. But he's actually going to survive Dismember being used onto the Centaur, which finishes him off. He was on quite low health to start off with, I think. So they got to back off once again. They do get a tower, but that's it. Oh, they get another tower. So 2 towers down. So there's 2 exposed racks. That doesn't really help when you yourself has lost 1 set of racks.
Yeah, especially with this creep wave coming in middle right now. Fortunately, their own creep wave spawned, so they're able to fend it off.
A lovely hook onto the illusion from the Pudge. Lions still with this Hyperstone. Do they need an AC? I guess they need an AC. Could be an AC.
But yeah, going back to the ultimate orb on the Centaur, I feel like it could be a Lincoln's.
It is a Lincoln's, as he has a recipe in his stash.
Okay,
Oh, hook onto the Juggernaut, but he's going to use his Omni Slash. But they're all quite tanky now, so they're not taking that much damage. Lina's ult being thrown out onto the Ursa, and she's hexed up with the new sheep stick picked up by the Lina. And they're just going to back off for now, but massive slow. 2 4-staffs being used on the online. The Lion is going to have to, and another 4-staff being used. Nicely done. Doom onto the Omni Knight, who might get away, but probably not, especially now that the Sonic Trap slowed him down immensely. And also the Pugner has now picked up a lot of Atos. Nicely done. He has the cheese as well. And a hook. Well, I don't see. Don't think he really hooked anything there. BKB wearing off for the TA even. Who's going to get double edged. 4-staff keeping her alive just for now. And now that's the Aegis being popped here. Dismember onto the Juggernaut. Hex on the Doom. Still alive though. They managed to destroy this ward, which is their priority. Massive slow from this Rod of Atos. Definitely paying off. Getting troll. Was that Troll trapped up?
Yeah, it was on the Doom.
And Lina ult being thrown onto the Doom, but still actually alive. He's got so much health with the AC and the Reaver, and he's got magic resistance. Hexed up from on the Pudge, and he's going to go down. Right click damage so much the TA, but Heaven's Halberd keeping him alive, and Omni Snatch is already up, and that's the cheese being used by the Pugner, but not enough to keep him alive. So much going on, so that's 4 dead for the Dire.
Yeah, I thought the Dire were doing extremely well there, but the Radiant side just kind of nipping at them every now and then, being able to wear down their health, and having the sustainability of the heals from the Omni Knight just kept them going. Very well played.
This Doom is tanky. Magic resistance from the pipe. That's what I was trying to say. There's too much going on.
Yeah, with 25 armor and 2,500 health, it's tough to take down.
This Juggernaut needs more damage.
Yeah, he's got 4,000 gold. I think something like a
But I
butterfly.
was going to say, it's got to be a butterfly. He needs, but the evasion will be really helpful as well. Or possibly a BKB, but nah, he's got to get
Dire's
damage.
middle barracks is under attack.
I think if the Omni Knight repels him, he can get his Blade Fury off, then he doesn't need a BKB.
Hex onto the Doom. Our TA is brought back to try and defend the tracks. Doom is actually down to these right clicks from the Lena and the right clicks from the Juggernaut. But the Lion and Omni might easily get killed off. Dismember onto the Juggernaut, who's going to Omni Slash his way now. He's probably going to get at least a couple of kills from this Omni Slash. Man, that nuke damage was a lot. Pugner throwing out his ulti, but the Juggernaut is able to spin away. Pudge buying back. And that's all for now. So they managed to get it was a melee Rax, so that's almost even up in the mid lane that they lost. Whew! I'm tired just watching this.
Yeah, it's incredibly back and forth.
Pudge looking for some kills. He's not going to find any. And Juggernaut has picked up the Eagle Song. Random gem on the floor. The Pudge is going to pick up.
Yeah, the Radiant really need to try and push their advantage as much as possible.
Yeah. So this Pudge can now de-ward. And there's a nice aggressive ward in the base of the Radiant, but it's about to time out. Not very long left on it. And everyone's nearly back up for both sides. But yeah, I'm really liking the Radiant sort of multiple 4-staffs managing to save each other. It's been really impressive.
Yeah, it's been great cooperation between them and just kind of communication. Centaur just blinking in and then everyone else just collapsing in, whoever's been kind of stunned up.
This Omni Knight is starting to get, his Omni Slash, although it does do a lot of damage, TA with his refractions, there's now, Doom is just tanky. I think I saw a Ghost Scepter now on the Pugner. His Roll of Asos, awesome item I think, extremely underrated. Because it's some extra health and intelligence, which is really good for in heroes who are a bit squishy. You get 350 health as opposed to, am I right in thinking a vitality booster only gives you 250? I might be wrong.
I don't know.
Let's move on, we really should know that. Anyway.
Yeah, it's only 250.
Yeah, okay. So you get an extra 100 health for pretty much nothing. And extra intelligence.
Hey,
and a slow.
Mjolnir on the Lion.
Mjolnir?
Mjolnir, yeah.
Right.
So,
do it.
Yeah, getting in the right clicks.
I actually think this is good though. At least the effect of the static charge. Because
yeah,
the TA, Ursa and Doom.
Not the Lion, sorry, the Juggernaut, whilst he's on the front lines.
Yeah. He still doesn't have enough damage at the moment. Although, saying that, he does have his Butterfly. I almost feel like they need a bit more push, and he should have got an early Battle Fury. But they seem to be doing okay without it. And the Doom, what was that? He's got his heart now, so he is super duper tanky. And the Sonic Trap managing to catch 3. We're going to have a fight here very soon. Juggernaut is just right clicking the tower, and I heard a BKB on the Ursa. He's trying to catch someone out, but he can't get anyone because it's slowed by the regen. Hook saving him, or not saving him. So we Doom onto the Juggernaut. He doesn't care though, he's just going to right click down his Doom. He's doing a lot of damage. Lena's ult being used. That's the first casualty of war. The Lion is the third casualty of war with the Juggernaut just before him. But the War Runner is actually doing a lot of damage here. The double edge. It's a buyback from the Ursa. And a hook. Pudge deciding not to continue. Ursa in his frenzy, dealing lots of damage. Trying to catch up with this Omni Knight, but he's got 4 stuff. But he's just going to get rotted down, I think. Blocked, body blocked, and he's gone. Lena's had to buy back to stop the push on the top tower. The Centaur is also nice and tanky now. He's got 3k gold. He's probably going to have to pick up a heart or something.
Yeah, it was nicely played by the Doom, being able to use his ultimate on the Juggernaut before he could use his Omni Slash, and then he's just followed up with a bunch of right clicks.
I did not see a static charge used. I guess he was like, Lion, I don't have a Mjolnir.
Yeah, I think some people just forget about the active on it.
Yeah, I mean it's quite a late game item, and then getting to late game, you know, it doesn't happen as often as you get to early game, obviously.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's, Lena, I feel like she's got 13 kills and 23 assists, but she doesn't actually have that many items. I mean, the sheep stick's pretty big.
Yeah, and she is support, so I mean, what do you really expect?
So everyone is almost back up now, and the battle continues. I don't know who I'm rooting for. It's such a close game. Normally, I feel like I have a tendency towards one team.
There's 3,000 on the Centaur. What do you reckon he should go for?
Heart. You should get a Reaver.
Yeah, definitely a heart.
Almost just because Lion got really strange picks, I want him to win. But I'm neutral. I am a caster, a neutral caster.
There's 2,500 on the Omni Knight. What item do you think you should go for next?
Well, he's got a Bazzi, so I think of Lads,
Yeah, Vlad's would be good.
especially for the Juggernaut.
He could also work into a heart just to make him kind of be able to tank on the front lines.
Can't say they really need much more utility. Do they have a pipe? Although there's not that much magic damage, it's probably not really worth it. So, yeah, or a sheep stick's always good. Could always get a rod, maybe. Slow them down even more. But there's a smoke up from the Dire. They're looking to. They're going to find this Lena slowed up, but there's another 4-staff. She is sent a wall run being used, and there's Doom up onto the Juggernaut. He's going to get blown up really quickly. He didn't even get his Omni Slash off, unfortunately. Lena just TPing out. That's a smart move. But unfortunately, the Lion and the Omni Knight having a bit of trouble here. Right click from the Ursa, but the stun nicely being used. I think they might just about get out of this. Omni Knight using Repel to dispel any slows on him. Mjolnir being used onto the Centaur run. Nice. Was that a buyback? It was a buyback from whoever died. I don't remember. Was it Lion? And they managed to kill the Ursa without too many troubles. Both ultis from the Lion and the Lena being used. So, someone bought back from the Radiant side, didn't they?
The only person I've seen is Alina, but I don't think it was just now.
Maybe.
Oh well. Yeah, I think. Yeah, that looks like they're going to take Roche.
Yeah, smart move. They need it. They really do need it. This does give time for the Juggernaut to come back to life.
Yeah, they probably could have pressured onto the bot a bit more. Jugs is obviously their main carry, and with him down, he can't really do anything.
One kicking bar, MKB picked up for the TA. This is going to counter the butterfly picked up by the Juggernaut.
Yeah, she's pretty much 6 slotted now.
Yeah, she is scary, I guess. Yeah. Well, she's got the space for the ages, to be fair. Once that gets used up or doesn't get used. So the Centaur's got 5.5k gold. What is he going to get? I think he needs to get at least an item. Unless he say, well, hopefully buyback won't cost him that much.
Yeah. He definitely needs to get something. Whether that's a plate mail or a Reaver. He needs more survivability.
Although, this Lion build is very interesting. I think if he'd just got a sheep stick, it would have been much better.
Yeah, a sheep stick or an axe.
Yeah. Oh, axe would be very good as well.
Yeah, just something to just kind of help keep their control and lockdown on the opposition.
Who knows? Maybe this Mjolnir will save the day. And I know I can't say the Mjolnir. I will not ever learn how to say it. Smoke up from the Dire.
Just to spite me.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, unfortunately, the smoke looks like it won't be that successful because the entire Radiant team is just in their jungle.
Yes, they're going to push, but I think. Oh, there's a smoke up from the Radiant team in the Dire jungle, and they look at it. Oh, I love it when this happens. It's so funny. They're looking for each other in the opposite team's jungle. They're like, hey, where are they? I don't understand.
I feel the Dire will benefit from this the most because they can just push in this bottom wave and potentially take down a Rax.
If they're not careful though, they're gonna get caught out like one by one by the
Yeah.
Radiant. But they're grouping up now, which is a smart move.
Pipe has been used already.
Yeah, Centaur stomping onto the Doom. He's got so much health though. Omni Slash being used. The cheese on the Doom, so he's surviving up a bit more. Pudge is low, and Juggernaut is slowly trying to chase after, but he's being Rodovatoed, and that's the Omni Knight. That's the Doom being used, the Omni Knight going down, the Lion down, and the Lena down. Centaur is still alive, but I don't think Juggernaut's going to be able to carry them through this game. Especially when he's the only one left.
Can't put me out.
Buyback from the Lena. That was not a good team
Dire's
fight for the
top
Radiant,
tower is under
unfortunately.
attack. In
It's the
case you
buyback.
weren't paying attention.
Only the Omni Knight could buy back. He did actually go for a
Dire's
Lance.
top tower is being attacked.
Good boy. That's not going to pay off so much, and
Radiant's
it's a
bottom
blade
tower
now
is
actually.
under siege.
The Centaur, a bit more tanky.
Fortified its structure.
Fortification
Dire's
being
top tower
used.
has fallen.
I'm not really sure what they can do without the Juggernaut.
Radiant's bottom tower has
So this
been
is at least a
destroyed.
Rax going down. It's melting so quickly.
Radiant's bottom barracks
Pudge
has
being
been
cheeky, hiding there.
destroyed.
Centaur
Radiant's
using
bottom
his
barracks
blade mail,
has
so he can't be
fallen.
attacked just now, but he's taking a lot of damage. TA has got the Heaven's Hellbear being used on her, and War Run being used to try and escape. But they're just going to try and push the throne. That's what they got to do.
Radiant's middle tower is
I'm not sure what they can do.
under siege. Radiant's middle
There is
tower
nothing they
has
can
been
do. They're just so
destroyed.
tanky at the moment and dealing so much damage. They're just going to push it.
Radiant's middle tower has been destroyed.
Juggernaut still has a really long time. BKB being used by the TA. She's going to right click down. Not doing any damage at the moment due to the Omni Knight's ulti. They're just going to right click down this
Radiant's ancient is under attack.
Ancient, and I think this is GG. 57, 48, 59 minutes, 22 seconds. Holy moly.
Yeah, very well played by both sides, and unfortunately for the Radiant, they had 3 supports and then 1 semi-carry versus kind of 3 carries.
Yeah, the Juggernaut, although he is a great carry, there's only so much he can do.
Yeah, especially against the tankiness of the Dire.
Yeah.
It was great initiation in the jungle, trying to pick off the Doom, but unfortunately the cheese kind of negated his entire ultimate.
Yeah. So I think that wraps it up for this one. It was really entertaining. It just shows the Lion, unfortunately, with his strange item build, was not enough. But who cares? It was interesting. But I think a sheep could have gone a long way.
Yeah, it was. It's always nice to see kind of interesting item builds just to kind of test them out, but unfortunately it just didn't seem to work out this time round.
Smart plays from both teams and some really good team fights. So thank you for that, and thank you, Chris Xebenkeck, for casting this with me. As always, it's lots of fun.
Yep. Thank you for having me.
Shout out to the guy who posted it on Reddit. It was really entertaining, and thank you. And if any of you have any more, or I'm being invited to lots of games here. I keep getting invited to different ones. Anyway, I'm going to end this now. So thanks for watching, guys. If you've got any videos you want, any games you want me to cast, us to cast, then please let me know. Bye.
Bye bye.